In this video, I will be answering the question, should you treat your relaxed hair the same as you would treat a person here who has Texlax hair? If you're new to my channel, I'm Mika. And if you're a returning subscriber, oh, welcome. I am so happy to have you. In one of my previous videos, I had answered the question as to what Texlax hair is versus a relaxed hair. And if you have watched that video, then you would have gotten those answers. If not, you can go and check out that video. So what kind of product can you use on your relaxed hair that perhaps you would not necessarily use on your Texlax hair? Now, we definitely want to keep our relaxed hair dry. Yes, we want to keep our hair also moisturized. But in doing that for our relaxed hair, then we might be over moisturizing our hair. Now for Texlax, we might get away with using products that are more moisturizing, as Texlax hair has way more texture than relaxed hair. So products such as hair moisturizers are beneficial to persons who have Texlax hair, while products that are marked hair lotion are more beneficial for persons who have relaxed hair, as hair lotions tend to be a lot more oil-based than water-based. So here are some examples. Can you use some of the same products that typically would be used on a Texlax hair? Keeping in mind that Texlax hair is more towards being natural, even though it's not natural, but it has way more texture than a hair that is relaxed, which is a lot more smoother and straighter in terms of texture. So yes, some of the products that we use on Texlax hair can also be used on relaxed hair. One of the things you want to keep in mind is that a lot of the moisturizers that we use on our hair to keep our hair hydrated, they are usually water-based, which means that they're going to leave the hair almost wet if you use too much. You can use that same product on the relaxed hair, but you would have to make sure that you're not wetting down the hair with the moisturizer. You might be able, well, not might, but you could use more moisturizer on hair that is Texlax because it has more texture and can take on more products. If you were to put the same amount of moisturizer on a hair that is relaxed, then the hair is going to weigh down and it's going to look limp. It's not going to have any movements in it. It's just going to stand up like there's no breeze blowing, but the breeze is blowing, but it's not moving. So you don't want that. So you have to know how much to put on a relaxed hair and how much to put on Texlax hair. So yes, you can use moisturizers on both relaxed and Texlax hair, but the difference is going to be the amount that you put on the hair. Another question you might be asking, can you co-wash relaxed hair or co-wash Texlax hair? Yes, you can co-wash. Co-wash is basically using a conditioner to shampoo your hair maybe midweek before your shampoo on the weekend or your wash day on the weekend. But you have to keep in mind that any product that you're using on the hair that is going to weigh the hair down is not going to be good for a person or for the hair that is relaxed. But personally, I would not recommend co-washing your relaxed hair, as you would just be putting on more products on the hair and eventually it's going to get weighed down. Can Texlax hair be dry? Can the same thing be said about relaxed hair? Yes. The both person who are wearing relaxed hair or Texlax hair can experience some amount of dryness. And so yes, you want to ensure that you have products that are moisture based, especially on your wash day when you're doing your moisture treatment or your deep conditioning. You want to ensure that at least some of the products that you're using is just moisture based. Your conditioners, moisture based. Your moisturizing treatment, moisture based. Meaning that there's no protein inside of these products. So read your ingredients, look at the bottle and see if there's any protein in these ingredients. And if you're seeing a lot of your products that has protein in them, then you might want to add some products that does not contain protein, and that will help to combat the dryness that you might be experiencing on your Texlax hair or on your relaxed hair. So yes, both hair will need to be deep treated just the same. You might be wondering if it's okay to do the LOC method or the LCO method on your Texlax or even your relaxed hair. The LOC method is really liquid, oil, and cream. So basically you will be adding liquid first to your hair, then an oil, and then a cream for the lock method. For the LCO method, you will be adding a liquid, then a cream, and an oil. Now that is going to be dependent upon the porosity of your hair, whether you have a low porosity or a high porosity. Personally, sitting here, I don't know what kind of porosity you have, so for me to tell you that this one would be best for you, you personally would have to look at your hair and find out what porosity hair you have. For both methods, you will be adding liquid to your hair first. Now, if you're going to be doing this midweek, it means that you're going to be spraying water in your hair and then either adding the cream or the oil, whichever, depending on which method you decide to use. But if you were to do the same thing on your relaxed hair, then possibly you could actually be weighing down your hair or causing your hair to become so way down to the point where it starts to break, and that is for your relaxed hair. So in that case, you would have to definitely be very careful. Personally, I would encourage that you keep your relaxed hair dry, moisturized but dry, in a sense that don't try to wet it, especially midweek. Depending on the porosity of your hair, you could use any one of these methods on your wash day because your hair is already wet. So you could go ahead and add the cream or the oil to your hair and do it that way. For persons who have Texlax hair, you might be able to do one of these methods to your hair midweek because, of course, you have more texture in your hair and your hair is a lot stronger. So many of the products that we use on relaxed hair can be used on Texlax hair. The big difference is that Texlax hair can take a lot more moisturizing maintenance product than hair that has been fully relaxed. Not everything that works for Texlax hair will work for relaxed hair, and that is fine. So if you have Texlax hair, find what works for your hair, and if you have relaxed hair, find what works for your hair. Remember that everyone here is different, so find out what condition your hair is in, and once you do that, then go ahead and create a hair regimen that matches your hair type, whether it is Texlax or relaxed. I hope that this video was beneficial to you, and if it did, don't forget to give the video a like, and if you have not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. So in my previous video, I would have gone over the difference between a Texlax and a relaxed hair and different percentage of curl removal that has taken place during the relaxer service. You can go and check out that video